looking ahead. Ahead to an America that's freer and more just. Ahead to an America that creates jobs with dignity and respect. Ahead of America that cures diseases like cancer and Alzheimer's. Ahead to an America that never leaves anyone behind. Ahead of America that never gives up, never gives in. This is a great nation. It's always been a bad bet to bet against America. We're good people. This is the United States of America. And there's never been anything we've been not able to do when we've done it together.
Talk about the beginning of a new era. Damn. What is going on, you guys? It's Vanessa. I'm here with Faith, and I want to introduce you guys to a very special friend of mine. You might know her from Bronco Entertainment. Miss Lupita, how are you?
Hi, happy to be here. Thank you for the invitation.
I am so happy to have you here. So, as you guys noticed, we actually started our video with the acceptance speech of our new president-elect, Joe Biden. How do y'all feel?
I feel so, it's just so exciting to have like a new president and somebody new to look forward to. There's a lot to look forward to.
Honestly, I also feel like I'm kind of curious as to what the future would be like. He's actually our oldest president, older than Donald Trump. And he looks prosperous to bringing us a lot of new things. So let's see how that goes.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I'm not going to tell you guys, like, I was actually there downtown LA at the Staples Center the night of the election. And it was all kinds of crazy hostility. 40 people got arrested. I was there when the cops were actually rushing the crowd.
Oh my God.
I remember me and a couple reporters were actually running away so that way we didn't get arrested. Ooh. It was insane. And then you look at a couple days later when Biden gets elected, and where's the violence? Has anyone heard of any violence, guys?
I definitely see so many people just relieved.
Celebrations. I've seen a lot of that.
Exactly.
A lot of flag waving, a lot of partying. I saw people doing the Cupid Shuffle down in New York.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, people were just living it up. It was just a crazy party. But one of the biggest things that I am more excited about than the fact that this election is somewhat over, because earlier this week they actually did say that Trump did take, I believe he took Alaska. So votes were still being counted earlier throughout the week, but I'm excited because Kamala Harris, we finally have a woman in the White House.
Representing us up there. Woo!
It's about time. Why did it take so long?
The audacity to break one of the most substantial barriers that exists in our country and select a woman as his vice president. But while I may be the first woman in this office, I will not be the last. Because every little girl watching tonight sees that this is a country of possibilities. And to the children of our country, regardless of your gender, our country has sent you a clear message. Dream with ambition, lead with conviction, and see yourselves in a way that others may not, simply because they've never seen it before. But know that we will applaud you every step of the way.
I kind of wanted to clap.
I know.
I was actually here.
A clap.
The night that they were actually doing their speech, I was in the studio getting ready for Reventón y Más, and that's another one of our shows. Guys, do not forget, every Saturday, 7 p.m., tune in for the latest in all of entertainment news. Reventón y Más on Saturdays, do not forget. All right, anyway, so, yeah, you got to plug, all right? And so, sorry about that. I was here in our studio. I was in the back watching this, and I kid you not, all I was thinking was, I want a shot, I want a party. I was so excited.
Should have called me, girl. Would
I
have
know.
tequila.
Oh my God. You know, we actually have a bottle of tequila here, thanks to Rogelio, our producer, who always takes care of us because he's amazing. Should have done that. But seriously, how do you guys feel after watching that speech?
Honestly, that feels empowerment even to me. Like, I'm not up there, but it's just she's representing us. Like you mentioned earlier, woman. So and she's from like California, you know, so it brings a lot of hope to us over here.
Yeah, no, it really does.
Definitely. Like you said, I feel so empowered. I feel like, wow, like finally a woman perspective is finally up there, and being able to just be part of the states and like how they control us.
Honestly, for sure. I mean, granted, it's not to say that, you know, that we don't have women in the Senate, we don't have women in Congress, but to actually have a woman in the White House, to finally be able to say that. Not only that, she's a minority, South Asian, and she's black. Like, how amazing is that?
She's awesome.
Like no one would have ever guessed that the first woman vice president was going to be a biracial vice president.
And like
nobody would have thought.
Like she said, like, don't ever let anybody tell you you cannot do it, because anything is possible.
Honestly, for sure. But one of the biggest things that I loved about her, and you know, it's really funny, the suit that she was wearing, 2 hours later, they had it on SNL. That, like, they had it ready to go. I don't know, whoever their styling team is, they're amazing. But if I had to guess where they probably got some tips from, it would probably have to be from our beauty and style analyst, Miss Diana, who always kills it in the fashion game. We're constantly having to ask her, and she's actually here with us in studio, finally. So here's Miss Diana with her segment with Belleza y Moda con Diana Silali.
You guys so much. I'm so happy to be here. And yes, we're going to be talking about fashion, moda, specifically la moda que estuvo presente en las elecciones presidenciales. So what was going on specifically during the victory speech of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris? Okay, so we have two public figures. We have Kamala Harris and we have Joe Biden. Two women that are going to be in the public eye starting, you know, since the beginning of this election. They're in the eye 24/7 every single day. We're going to be looking at what it is that they're doing, what they're not doing, and of course what they're wearing. Okay, so first off, we're going to talk about the designers. So we have two designers, y podemos decir que nuestra comunidad hispana estuvo presente durante esta área, porque tenemos a dos diseñadores hispanos. Por ejemplo, tenemos starting with Jill Biden, tenemos ella usó un vestido de Oscar de la Renta, que es un designer muy conocido de la República Dominicana, que en su tiempo en vida también vistió a Jackie Kennedy. También tenemos del lado de Kamala Harris, ella la vistió Carolina Herrera, una mujer, una diseñadora también muy conocida de Venezuela por su elegancia. As you can see in this picture, she came out in all white. Lo primero que pues resaltó fue el color que ella utilizó, que es el blanco. And the reason why she did this was to give full recognition and acknowledgement to all the women and people who came before her, who fought before her, and will still continue to do so. But this color is very symbolic, because if we go back 100 years back, even when, you know, we were fighting for when the 19th Amendment came in, which was giving the right for women to vote, colors that were very symbolic during that time, and they still continue to be, were white, purple, and the gold. The white represented a union, they represented pureness, and then the purple represented loyalty, and then the yellow represented hope. Okay, so we see the white, that she wore everything in white, and that was to resemble and give recognition and acknowledgement to all the women who have fought before her. Then we also see her wearing a necktie, and this is the woman version of the tie. And this was also to show empowerment and her position now that she is going to be taking in this new role. And like I mentioned, these are two powerful women that are not going to be in the eye. Tenemos Kamala Harris, like we mentioned before in the show. She is the first woman to take this powerful position in the White House. She's the first woman, daughter of immigrants of South Asia descent, woman of color. And we're just so happy to see what's going to go on and see everything that's going to happen after this. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you guys like it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Diana. You know, I love that she actually brought up the fact about the fashion being white, because if you guys remember, back when Alejandra Ocasio-Cortez, when she first was received her seat, she actually wore hoop earrings and a white like pantsuit, and it was, I believe it had like a cape on it too. I'm gonna have to ask Diana about this later, because she's gonna be the one who knows. I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100%, but like she was just working the freaking hall like it was a runway, and I loved it, with a bright red lipstick. And it was funny because I remember she actually got scrutinized for dressing that way.
Wow.
Yet at the same time, like us as like Latinas, how many of us have worn hoop earrings and red lipstick?
Talk about Teresa Mendoza with her white suit. That's bold. That's power. That's confidence.
Honestly, it really, really, truly is. And the fact that we're going to see that same confidence with Kamala Harris in the White House is going to be amazing. I'm just excited to see everything that she's going to do. Like, just seeing her on the campaign trail. And then now with Jill Biden. You know, Jill Biden is going to be the first lady who's actually going to have a job while in the White House. She's still going to be teaching.
Yes, I heard about that. That's really humble of her. And that tells you what kind of persons they are. They're really kind of committed to what they're saying, and they speak because of their background, not just to get there, you know?
Oh, totally. You know, it's funny you say that. That reminds me a lot about, like, people in Hollywood. How the ones that we resonate with, the ones that we connect with, and maybe it's because I have my entertainment news background, and maybe that's why I'm so connected to this, but the ones that people love and the ones that people want to stick around with are the ones who are real. Not the ones where you see them and they can't even tell you about the song that they're singing. Yeah. You know, it's like, oh, you know, this producer wrote it. It was a fun collab, yada, yada. But then they can't say anything else. Exactly. Then it's kind of like, eh. But then you get, like, the people who write their own music, who kill it or murdering it by themselves and actually are trying to show you their real story. Yeah. And I really am happy that we're talking about this because this reminds me of our next guest. Our guest, her name is Kai, also known as the reigning pop star of TikTok.
Yes.
I mean, what? Who?
Yes, we're so happy to have you here.
Yes, we would have someone like that here. I'm super happy and we're excited to have her. So Kai, come on in.
Thanks for coming in.
Hi. Hi, guys. Lovely. Like, you guys look amazing. Happy to be here.
Your outfit, honestly.
Your outfit is amazing.
Point.
Yes. Like, the shoes. See, I love red and black, so, like, that's my thing.
My favorite. It's almost Sagittarius season. It's almost my time to
Sagittarius,
shine.
yes. Holla.
Y'all need to teach me about this. I don't know nothing when it comes to no horoscopes, guys. Like, I'm a Gemini. That's about as far as I know.
We live for you.
Okay.
That's all you need to know. We live for you.
Okay.
You're incredible. Thank you for having me.
So we're so happy to have you here.
Thank you.
Kai is here promoting her latest track, My Reality.
Yes, I am. You're so sweet. Yes, I am. Yeah, My Reality. Man, it really is my reality. I've been only in the music game for like 2 years, actually, believe it or not. But I've been writing music all of my life, right?
That's amazing.
And when I first moved here to Los Angeles from Arizona, I'm originally from New York, though. I was just doing makeup. And I was super broke, eating bread and peanut butter every day. And then one day, this little fun app came out called TikTok. And they actually recruited me to be on the app. So, like, the first ever creators on the app. And I just started singing on there. And, like, one day, I remember I went to sleep. I had 30 views, and I was so discouraged. And I woke up and had 10 million. And then all of a sudden, people are streaming my song, and I have 1 million streams.
No wonder why you're the reigning pop star. That explains it, guys.
Raining views.
So sweet. Thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, and so now it's just all brand new. I'm living my music fantasy. I'm doing everything I want to do. It's so much fun, and I'm really, truly enjoying it. So it's been a dream so far.
That's amazing. And, like, what inspired you to make this song? Because I heard it, and it was beautiful.
Oh my gosh. Okay, what inspired me to make this song? It's such a good question. All of my songs are kind of very melodic, upbeat pop songs, but with deep, darker meaning, right? So My Reality is honestly just about my reality, about that bad boy that you know is not good for you. You know is he's not good for you. No.
Been
but
there.
Okay, been there, done that, read the
again.
script, got the part, stole the Oscar, period. No. No, it's just about that one situation where you know who you are as a queen. And you're like, you know what, this is my reality. Like, I'm completely unattainable, but I know that this person is super toxic for me, but he's still cute, though. He's a little snack or whatever.
Isn't that, like, the biggest problem for us, though? Like, we just know he's terrible for us. We know this.
You're bad
he's
for
like,
me. Come
no,
here.
you know, he's cheated on you. He treats you like crap. But then he's really cute, or, I mean, if we're going to go a little deeper, the sex is probably really great.
Oh, my God. Well, that's what, see, people are like, oh, my gosh, like, all your songs are so elusive. They have so much allure, but I'm actually abstinent.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I know. I'm a sensual kitty cat that does nothing whatsoever.
See, that is a good thing. You need to teach people to be like that.
Well, hey, when I get Grammys, for sure. Until then, nay. Nothing. I go, it's just, I'm really focused on my career. It's like, you know, Batman, he had to stay in his cove and train and be a monk. So do I. So that's, you know, I'm in my Batman moment.
I love it.
And that's what my reality's about. So it's liking the bad boy, but not letting him have any.
That's good, and that's
Teaser,
very
the
empowering.
teaser.
No? It's like very empowering to women who
you.
are trying to focus on themselves and trying to really heal from their past and really empower themselves, and that's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, no, trust me, boys are delicious.
I can attend to that.
Okay, I'm
No,
like,
we can do
boys
that.
are delicious, but I love me more, and that's my reality. And it sucks, because it's like, okay, bye, it's been fun here, I can't give you what you want, but I'm still like the baddest queen of the land.
That's right. That's right.
Amen to that.
it.
Amen.
I love
That's gonna be
that.
the next caption on my picture.
Seriously, can we borrow that?
Yeah, I'm gonna quote you on that.
Yeah, we're gonna quote you. I mean, we're not just gonna take it. You know that ain't cool. You don't do that.
No, you guys are so amazing.
Yeah.
Yay.
So obviously, since you are our reigning pop star of TikTok, I know you and our girl Faith were actually working on a dance for TikTok, and I would love to actually see this.
Oh
So you
my
guys
God.
wanna maybe give us a little bit of a tutorial before we watch it?
Oh my gosh, yes, I know. Okay, yes, we can totally do it. Do we do this right now? Okay.
Yeah, we gotta do it now. All right, Faith, you gotta go in frame with her. Come on.
All right.
So,
It's like one of the newest songs, right?
because all I do is sing, guys. All right.
Yeah.
You have to help me. All I do
All
is
right.
sing. So really, you're gonna. So it's Corvette.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I know that
Okay, that was on beat.
Okay. Ready one more time?
Yeah.
All right, let's do that one more time. Cut the music.
I know nothing of this dance.
It does like
Teach me.
it's like in the beginning it's like a hit.
He's like.
Yeah, like you're pissed, right?
I can never
Yeah.
see Faith pissed.
I know, right?
She's been smiling this whole time.
Like, Faith pissed is, you know it's bad if she's pissed.
I know.
Like, okay, so ready? So it's.
And then it
Corvette.
yeah,
And
like
it's,
that.
Jet like
jet.
that. Jet like that.
It's like you're in a jet, like you're riding a
jet
jet.
like that.
Yeah.
And then so then it's like how you walk like that. So is it how you walk like that? You talk like that.
And then you walk like that.
Okay.
And then-
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, and then it's after that it's like you like do that thing that everyone
Whoa.
does.
I can love. Oh, 'cause I'm a dancer. Like I dance first. It's just I do not follow along all the time with TikTok dances. I just sing. All I do is sing.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So you have to help me. Here we go.
So
Try it again.
Corvette, hop in a motherfucking jet like jet.
I forgot that part.
They were like,
Oh,
why
I
you walk like
remember.
that? Why you talk like that? Why you walk like that?
yeah.
I'm off at 80, I'm up.
Oh
I
my
don't got no
God.
time to relax.
Yes.
I'm like I can dance.
Some
improv. Yeah. So
I got this shit out
I forgot that
They don't wanna
part.
talk
The
about
other
that.
part of
Keep it a
it.
stack.
Do it again.
If you be moving too fast, and that's a
the
fact.
music.
Niggas keep talking about
Like
but them niggas can't believe no
like you kind of like do a side thing, and it's only gonna be one and then two, and then it's after that it's like the walk like that, and then talk like that, and then walk like that, and then it's dun, and then yeah.
Me learning TikTok dances? I love learning. Are we smashing or are we failing?
Oh my God, y'all are smashing.
Yeah!
Okay. Hey, y'all are better than I would be. I'll tell you that right now.
All right.
Run it again, DJ.
All right.
Corvette, hop in a motherfucking jet like jet. Him me down like that. They were like, Pop, why you walk like that? Why you talk like that? Why you walk like that? I'm off at 80, I'm up. I don't got no time to relax. I turn it to a fool. I turn the
That was the best one by
I'm
far.
like, I can dance for you. I can give you the moves and the motion.
Right? Like I feel like just
Oh my
dancing.
God, that was the best one by far. Okay. Well, you know what, guys? This is what I want to do. We're actually going to bring your chair in because we do have a topic that I want you to discuss with us before we go to our first break. So let's all scoot down just a little bit so we can bring her in. You know, social distancing. We still got to be safe, guys.
Category is
There we
social
go.
distancing.
So the reason why I want to bring you in is because obviously with, you know, my reality, you're all about, you know, being the best queen you can be.
Yes.
Well, who is a queen that we all know better than Lizzo?
Oh, I love her.
Who doesn't love her?
We love Lizzo.
Oh my God. Like, I love everything about this woman. And it's so funny because, like, while you're, our reigning TikTok pop star, she seems to be battling TikTok, like, all the time.
Yeah, I know.
Which is insane. But recently, actually, earlier this week, she went viral for this video that we're actually going to show you this video right now. And with her in her bikini, and she is just killing it.
Come on, queen.
I'm getting used to receiving.
I mean, wow. Like,
wow.
guys, I
Immaculate.
wish I had that kind of confidence. Like, I don't even own a bathing suit because I don't feel comfortable enough like that. I wish I was like her. I really do.
Just 3 words. As she should.
Right?
As she
Yeah.
should. It is her life. She is slaying her elegance. It takes a lot of woman to be that strong. So that's why I'm like, baby, if they hate on her, they're jealous.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're jealous.
They wish they could have the confidence to be in that.
Absolutely beautiful. But she gets a lot of, of course, TikTok gets mad because they're a children's app. But who cares? She's doing her. She's
I
Lizzo.
have seen way worse
On
TikTok from people who are like ripped and like but they
these
don't get
e-boys,
cut off.
These TikTok boys.
Oh my God, yeah, the TikTok ones. Have you guys seen the BDSM TikTok videos? Those are insane, yet they never get taken off.
Ooh.
I don't know how to feel about it.
Like,
Yeah,
I mean, I don't
that's
even
really
understand
Maybe the
that.
ratings. They care about the ratings.
I mean, yeah, but this is Lizzo we're talking about. That woman can get ratings like nothing.
She's Lizzo.
Yet she's still getting her stuff cut off, which is what I don't understand.
She's her own niche. She's her own person. She's like changing the narrative of what it's like to be a pop star.
About freaking time.
Okay, as she should. 3 words, as she should. Okay, as she should. She is literally just changing people's minds, and if people don't like it, they have to get over it. It's her expression. It's her art. It's what she wants to do, and if people don't like it, they just have to get over it. It's a new time. It's 2020. It's been a hard
Exactly.
year, but get over it.
It has been a rough year, and hopefully we will have a better year in 2021. But yeah, you are not kidding. If people just get over it. Her music is great. She's got a wonderful attitude. People love her. They look up to her. And I mean, as far as I can tell in that video, I don't see anything wrong. Especially because, I mean, isn't she based here in California? Doesn't it get really hot?
Yeah. I mean, I think she likes people mad though. she likes stay
She has
mad.
to get the spice.
I feel
She's like,
like
I just gotta make them mad. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna make someone mad today.
haven't we all had that
real
moment?
mad
Daily dose
today.
of madness.
Like, haven't we all had that moment though, where it's like we just know we're killing it, and like who cares who we piss off?
Oh yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be that way.
Yeah, I mean, I like stunt every day in a unicorn onesie everywhere I go with silver metallic heels, and I'm like, it's a look.
I kind of want to borrow those heels.
Totally
See, my problem is like I'm a heel addict. Like I'm a shoe addict. I am.
Ugh.
Obviously, though, I usually get my shoes like super cheap. Like I'm constantly talking about my savings. 'Cause,
Yes,
like I am
period.
the cheapest person ever, and like
Girl, it's about the person.
It's
Very
about
true.
how
Clothes,
you
you know?
wear
It's
it.
true.
Don't let it
It
apart.
it really is. But like no lie, I have more heels than I do dresses.
Period.
I
We
do.
all have that one item in our closet.
Yeah.
Mine's is boots. I'm all about
See, who
boots.
doesn't have boots though? See, I'm a
I love
Texas girl
yours.
too. Oh my god,
I
I've
actually
had
wore
heels
some
for
today
years.
too. What? We all have
Yes.
them.
It's
Oh
booty
my gosh, she wore
season.
my cowboy boots, and I have a red cowboy hat too. I could have totally
Oh,
done
Next
it.
time when
I
you
know.
come back.
Yes, for
Next
sure.
time. You
Yeah.
know what? In the beginning of the year is usually when all the rodeos kick off again. So maybe with COVID ending, we might be able to do something.
I would
Obviously,
love to
Lupita's gonna have to hook us up. 'cause
Of
she's the queen.
course, Orcas over there in
Yes.
San Fernando Valley.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's actually how we met.
Exactly.
Was at Orcas at San Fernando Valley. I was not dressed for it. I wasn't.
You still look bomb.
I mean,
Period.
it worked out that I had on a Selena shirt. So like, luckily that you can wear that
Selena.
anywhere and you're fine. You really can. But like, I was in a blazer and like a skirt and tacones at Orcas, which is a freaking rodeo grounds. Like no
Dirt,
rocks everywhere. I got so dirty that day.
I live.
Oh my
I
God.
thrive.
And I was out there.
She actually
filming-
literally lived.
Yeah.
She lived. Like she made it through.
Honestly, yeah, because like, oh my God, I know Yaki, if you're watching this, I know you're gonna be mad that I bring this up, but it was while he was on stage, I was actually filming, and one of the fans grabbed my leg. Oh my God. Legit, grabbed my leg. She saw this, and I'm just over here trying to anchor my body down because I'm in heels and I'm just trying not to fall. Because if I fall, everyone's gonna, that's gonna be embarrassing. And there were like, how many people were there that day? Do you remember? Oh, there were so many. At least like a good 500.
Wow.
And they were all watching, and oh my God. That would have been so embarrassing.
Up there. Everybody was watching. You would have been the show there immediately.
I know. I never want to be the show. I like covering stuff, not being the stuff. So like, no. I was so terrified.
She did get lucky. You didn't pop her in the forehead.
Honestly, she's lucky. Oh my God. She's very lucky that I was trying to be professional and not just kick her off.
Oh my God.
But yeah, no. Some of those shows, rodeo shows, man.
They get crazy.
They do.
See, I remember that because I'm like complete punk kid, right? So I grew up in a household where Depeche Mode was my first love, not Soulja Boy. And so a lot of people are so perplexed by that, but it's just because my family, like, we're just all punks. We're all really alternative. And so, like, I grew up going to death metal concerts. That's why I have a tear in my ear, too. From a mosh pit.
That happened in a mosh pit?
Oh, yeah, I mosh pit all the time. I, like, do not let this deceive you. I am punk rock, and, like, I skateboard, and I like spikes. I'm just a diva on cam because I can be, but I love
best of both worlds.
Yeah, best of both worlds. Oh yeah, I'm a complete nerd.
Nothing wrong with being a nerd.
Yeah,
absolutely nothing wrong with being a nerd.
Just a diva with some glow.
Yeah.
Diva with some glow and some nerdisms.
To say my co-host Faith knows how much of a nerd I can be. All I do.
Hey, who said nerds can't glow? Look
at
us.
Right?
Look at us.
No, right? I was legit watching The Mandalorian last night.
I love that for you.
Yeah, it's such a good show. If you haven't seen it, you need to go watch it. It's so good.
Yeah, nerds were always the hottest after high school.
See?
They doubt us.
Like exactly. They doubt us so
much.
They doubt us.
After we graduate, we do.
They doubt us.
You go on your feet and you're like, oh, I remember when you were popular,
Oh, I was bullied so bad.
Yes. Like, oh, I remember when you used
too.
to talk down on me. But hi.
Honestly, yeah. Like being a nerd in high school was hard. It was hard. I got bullied a lot till I got to the point where I lost it, and then I got in a fight, and then I got suspended.
Me too. Oh
That's fun.
I love that for us.
I've never been in a fight.
Moment.
Good. Don't get in a fight. Don't get in a fight. Fighting is bad, guys. Don't be doing that.
Yeah,
but like,
no, I don't condone
stand up
fighting.
for yourself.
No.
What I will say, my mom said this. She said, if they mess with you enough, you want to let them have it, let them have it.
Yeah.
We're New Yorkers, baby. Okay?
Don't mess with them.
See, my mom actually took me out to eat and then got my hair done.
I just went bald after.
I mean,
You rock it. I love it. I love it.
You have to have some killer confidence to pull that off, and you pull that off amazingly.
It's almost 6-7 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like, it's definitely something I'll never ever change.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love it.
It
Well,
suits you
guys,
really well.
hi, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, guys.
You guys be sure to stick with us throughout the end of the show because she's actually going to be performing her track, My Reality. But before we go, I want to give a quick little thank you to World Salsa Fest for actually allowing us to get Kai here. We're very happy to have our sponsors. We love them to death, like we always do. And we're going to go ahead and leave you guys with actually another one of our sponsors, which is Gabby Moa Makeup. And they're actually here to help us out a lot. If you guys ever watch Rock and Roleando on Sundays with Vampy Venus and Rodolfo Solsa, you may have seen Gabby before. Her work is incredible. I mean, I don't know how she does it. I really don't. But thank you guys so much, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. So the reason why we're celebrating and listening to none other than Cristian Nodal is because he is the first artista de regional mexicano to hit past 1 billion views.
Jeez.
Like, what?
That's crazy.
I mean, isn't that just like all of our reaction? And it's kind of funny though. For me, it's kind of like what took you so long.
Exactly. Come on. Regional has a lot of the top artists, and you would expect at least couple to be up there.
Well, I mean, not only that, but with his whole relationship with Belinda and then all of the collaborations he's doing all the time. I mean, I thought he would have hit over 1 billion a while ago, but the fact that it took this long for an artista de regional mexicano to hit over 1 billion views is surprising. I mean, I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
It's like, why did this take so long? Freaking Despacito got over 1 billion views like nothing. Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't.
Maybe
but
that bad boy look. You
maybe.
know, he was like all nicely shaved, and then he comes out with the bad boy look. I'm like, whoa, is that you?
Maybe it was that. The
Maybe.
change
Like
of
that
the
bad
change of look.
I mean, who doesn't like a good bad boy, right? But we got to be careful with that. It's like Kai said earlier, guys. Got to be careful. We can't be putting ourselves in those positions.
But we always do.
I know.
Sadly.
God. No lie, though. I dedicate myself to this station. So, like, this is my boyfriend right now.
Yeah, this is, they're in a long-term serious
I'm in a very
relationship.
long-term relationship with Sabor Latino TV. As you guys know, anyone who's been here knows I practically live here half the time. So,
That is dedication.
I mean, yeah, no, it really is. But I mean, so going from one artista de regional mexicano to another, Chiquis is back at it again in the spotlight. With the whole, everything that's gone with her, you know, the breakup with her and Lorenzo Mendez, and now with Mr. Tempo coming into the picture. You know, earlier this week, we actually saw an exclusive segment from Suelta la Sopa, where Mr. Tempo actually talks about the fact of how Chiquis isn't just like, that he isn't like a home wrecker, and it's like, it's really weird. Wow. Like, no, it's really, really weird when you think about it, because I mean, he's already been interviewed a couple times, they've been seen together, it just, the whole thing is really interesting, but what do you guys think? Take a look.
Claro que sí. Todos los que están a mi alrededor están invitados porque mi vida es lo que hace Mr. Tempo del día al día. Cómo trabajo, qué me levanto. ¿Cómo podrías definir hoy por hoy la relación que tienes con Chiquis? Somos socios, somos buenos amigos, hay una química espectacular a nivel personal.
Eso sí, Mr. Tempo quiso dejar bien en claro que Chiquis no es ninguna robamaridos, pues hay quienes piensan equivocadamente que él seguía casado cuando empezó a ver a Chiquis.
Me divorcié ya final en papel por la corte, por los abogados, por todo firmado 6 meses. Pero proceso de separación, año y 10 meses. O sea, yo he separado más de casi 2 años, 1 año y 10 meses. Entonces, cuando se publica que yo era casado, pues yo feliz de la vida, contento, porque sabía que era fácil. Entonces, ahí se demuestra que muchos medios de comunicación nomás publican cosas que ni son ciertas, sin tener fundamento.
La relación con su ex, ¿cómo es? Porque Chiquis pareció mucho con la ex esposa de Lorenzo, ataques y cosas. ¿Has hablado de este tema con ella o no?
No tiene nada que ver ella en esto, es mi vida personal. Yo mientras esté ahí al pendiente de mis hijos, que lo estoy, son mi adoración, son mi vida, el imperio, lo que se está haciendo, las compañías que se están haciendo, las empresas no son para mí, son para ellos. Ella no tiene nada que ver en esto.
¿Con Lorenzo por fin has podido hablar?
Sí, me mandó un mensaje por Instagram, yo no sé quién es, no lo conocía, y pues me tomó de sorpresa, le contesté amablemente, y el segundo mensaje que me mandan, pues ya no fui tan amable, tonto de su parte, que le dé vuelta a la hoja, si tu pareja no quiere estar contigo, que me meten a mí, yo no tengo nada que ver con eso.
Wow. Ladies, chime in. What do y'all think? Anyone? Is anyone like, are we all speechless?
No, this is something that does not surprise me.
I don't understand. I don't get it. This whole, like, don't get me wrong, I love Chiquis Rivera, I do, but all of this is just getting ridiculous. It's like every single day, if she's not on Suelta la Sopa, she's on Gorda y la Flaca.
She's somewhere. I'm telling you, this morning I walked into my kitchen, and then before I had breakfast, I had already seen her on TV.
Daily dose of Chiquis with your coffee, I guess.
Exactly, con mis gorditas ahí viendo.
Oh my God, gordita sounds bomb right now.
I just came back from my rancho. Like I brought some tamales.
Oh my God, you need to like bring us food next time you're with us.
I will.
Seriously, that's like the greatest thing ever is when we can eat.
That sounds so good right
We're gonna
now.
have to eat the next time we're here.
Yes.
Oh my God. All right, but seriously though, back to this. So, does anyone else think it's kind of weird though that, because I mean, how long has it been since her and Mr. Tempo, this whole thing? How long has it been now?
I mean, not too.
Hasn't it been like maybe like 2 months, or has it been less than that?
Yeah, not too much.
So isn't that interesting how that works out? That his divorce got finalized at the same time.
Kind of planned, seems to me.
I'm not putting my opinion in there, guys. I'm gonna let y'all kind of think on that one. I'm just confused by the entire thing.
Honestly, no hace tanto que they were making a dilemma about the wedding with Lorenzo, you know, because they wanted it private and everything. And then next thing you know, it's like they're divorced. I'm like, what? Really?
Yeah, like
wasn't the
boda
wedding like a couple months ago?
Like,
It sounds like a hot mess.
Honestly,
That's all I say.
I just think it kind of sucks that they had a really fancy wedding y luego pues ya nomás. See, this is why, like, no lie, my mom, I know, madre, if you're watching this, you're going to hate that I say this. Yo no quiero boda. Yo no quiero boda.
Yo quiero hasta dos, girl. I said.
No, like, si quiero boda, que sea pequeñita, con los que están cerca de mí. Porque si pasa algo, que él y yo ya no estamos juntos, pues yo todavía quiero mi feria.
La feria va a tener que estar ahí.
I mean,
the wedding is a luxury.
Exactly.
What if she's those people that just want to get married because they want a big party? And like, they just want to go all
yeah,
out.
but we're Latinos, so we can have a party on a Tuesday.
Right?
Like, we don't need an excuse to have a party.
She'd be like, you know what? It's Tuesday. Let's make a party.
I mean,
right?
Yeah, it's kind of like those videos that you guys have seen like on Instagram and YouTube and stuff with a lady who comes out with the megaphone saying, hola, va a haber peda. Like, that's just us. Like, give us an excuse to party. Like, we don't even need one.
We don't need one, honestly.
We don't.
We
like,
carne asada on a Wednesday.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that would be fun. Like, oh man, a good carne asada with some tequila and just some good music would be a great time.
That sounds so good right now.
It really does.
Honestly, I told my mom, if I marry someone, they have to make me 2 weddings. Here and in the rancho for the family over there.
I feel like that's what's gonna end up happening. Like, I say I don't want a big wedding, but I also know my family. Yeah. And like, my bisabuela had 22 kids.
Oh,
if I don't invite that entire family, me van a agarrar de las greñas.
Girl, you need to make you need to have madrinas and padrinos.
I mean, I hope I do have madrinas and padrinos, because with all those people, I'm going to need it. I mean, obviously, this is all post-COVID, because we're not going to do that right now. You know, that and, I need to be engaged before I can.
I know. We're already planning.
You never know. The love of your life can come tomorrow.
Very, very true.
That's
I don't know.
true.
The last wedding I planned, I called the whole thing off. So, yeah, it's been over a year. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. But, all right, going from one crazy situation with Chiquis to another, there was a recent viral video that came out from Mexico of this man and this woman who were actually at their baby shower. You would think really cute, tiene toda la familia, vamos a estar listos, y luego viene con un abogado diciendo que él no es el padre, y luego sale con un video, ni se los voy a comentar, nomás verlo.
Un documento. Ustedes saben que estoy esperando un hijo, ¿ya? Acá tengo, miren, la prueba de embarazo. Ustedes saben que voy a ser papá, pero saben que se olvidaron de un pequeño detalle, mi amor. Acá tengo las pruebas de que no son 4 meses, sino 6 meses de gestación.
Hija, ¿qué es esto? ¿De qué está hablando tu esposo? Explícame, por favor.
Tranquila, Soro, tranquila, mi amor. Quiero aclarar un pequeño detalle.
Angie, déjalo que termine de hablar mi hermano, por favor.
Por favor, abogado, continuemos. Acá tengo todo lo que es la casa, el documento, que otra vez está acá a nombre mío, pero ¿cuál es el argumento que yo tengo? Acá está la prueba. Suegro, por favor. Un video de los 3 años de engaño que tuve yo. Hija, sí, ya.
Hija, ¿de qué está hablando tu esposo?
Ese video que no es mío, sino...
Te dije que no lo hagas así.
¿Qué? ¿Está aquí?
Mi amigo.
Con este desgraciado. No salías a la casa a visitar a mi hija.
Amigo.
Yeah.
Manches, tenía que ser en el rancho.
I like how that's the first thing you notice. See, the first thing I noticed after, the fact that the guy she was cheating on him with was there at the party, was that they totally ruined the cake, guys.
I know.
Did you notice the girl, though? She kind of tried to act offended at first.
Oh, no. Like the whole thing, she's like trying to be like, don't do this here. Why are you doing this in front of the family? Like, I mean, on one end, I get it. You never want to make a spectacle, and I get that. But on the other end, mujer, ¿pa' qué andas así? And where did you get the video from?
you know.
Like where the video? That's the one thing that got me, because you can see it clear as day. But who was filming that? Like, was it him?
You never know.
Did he hire somebody?
Como dicen, con dinero baila el perro. He could have
sí,
gotten anybody. Hey, you little kid, go pretend you're on the phone, you know?
Imagine if that was like actually at their house though, and they just happen to have security cameras. Like, what if that's what it was? I mean, we have security cameras in the studio, you know, like they could have just not been paying attention.
Tanga floja que tenga más cuidado.
Yeah, maybe he stuck it like you know, like those hidden cameras.
Yeah. Possible. But you know what I love the most about this video though is the guy. He's straight up, you know, he's so calm, collected.
I think he had his moment though. He had his moment to kind of react and let that there.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I was cheated on, I would not be that calm. I would not. There would be a lot of tears. And él nomás como que no. Like, él estuvo listo, profesional. Era más como un investigador que un esposo.
But you know, they say que el coraje te ciega. Maybe he was like, you know what? You're gonna be more embarrassed by this than me.
I'm sure she was.
He probably enjoyed it.
I mean, I don't know. Like, have you guys ever been in a situation like that?
Yeah, like, I have.
Now, would you ever want to do something like that to somebody?
I probably would. I would.
I love how we're all just in agreement on
that. I would be that bitch.
Unanimous. I honestly would.
I mean, you know, I think it would be hilarious. I think it would be, for me, it'd be more funny than anything else. Like
Lucifer mode,
like it's not even revenge for me. It's just like I want to find humor in the fact that you've destroyed my heart. So like, I mean, that's just me though.
They'll help you like walk. I mean, well,
girl, like, in the rancho, you go out heartbroken and then you return already with two guys behind you.
Yes, I love that. I mean, no lie though, if it was me prior COVID, the first thing I'd be doing is hitting up a baile.
Oh,
hitting
girl,
up a
yes,
baile,
yes.
Going to a jaripeo,
like, you know what?
Find me a
Send
cute
me
vaquero. Like, that's what I would do, like, immediately.
Did you see how, like, everyone had his back, though? Like, they just started, like, throwing the cake at the other guy.
Was it at his house, though, or at the girl's house? Like,
I don't know.
Maybe his house.
It could have been at her parents' house.
And then her family had his back?
Maybe. It's possible. I mean,
they were ashamed of her.
A lo mejor, ¿para qué anda así de fea la muchacha?
Tanga floja. Oh my god.
I mean, you know, it goes to show you that those kinds of things can happen to just anyone. It's not just girls dealing with toxic men.
Guys get their heart broken too.
They do. They really do. But going from that to another subject that we actually have, kind of similar. We found this photo on Reddit of this woman. I'm actually going to have that photo come up for you guys right here. Check this out. So she is actually posting this on a ring shaming group. First of all, who even knew that was a thing?
I know, that's
like,
what?
Yeah,
that's a thing.
Yeah, that's a thing apparently.
What? That's on Facebook.
I want to go on there.
That's on Facebook.
I stay on Facebook.
I know, like I'm constantly on Facebook, and I never even knew this was a thing. But if you look, she's actually shaming the ring that the boyfriend was going to give her to propose, and she's trying to find a way to tell him, you know, no, get another ring. Now, look at that. I mean, ew, self-shame Friday, here I come. Found this in the boyfriend's nightstand, not a fan. Please roast, then tell me how to tactfully say no. You need to go get something different.
Wow.
Yeah. Like,
wow.
I mean, I think it's pretty. Like,
it's really
nice. It's a really pretty ring.
She should be grateful. Some people just get like a temporary ring.
I mean,
they can afford the real ring.
Like
you know?
We all don't have a tia who's like in her 40s and never got married who would kill for a ring like that.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, right?
Gotta be grateful, you know?
I mean,
really
she could have told her best friend, hey, you know, ask him about a wedding ring, possibly, and then you could kind of hint him, oh, I don't think she would like that. You should, you know, a different way to get to that.
And I mean, not only that, this could just be the engagement ring for right now. Like, how do we know when the wedding comes he doesn't give her a better ring? We don't know. Exactly. I mean, he could have a plan. And, like, I'm going to say, like, I have experience in the whole ring thing because, you know, I was engaged. I was, and you guys know that. And I'm not going to lie, I went through 3 rings. I did.
Oh, my God.
Yes. So,
crazy.
La primera era porque esto se va a oír bien gacho. Pero yo, and I know, y'all are going to give me so much shit for this. yo me comprometí con un hombre que era infiel conmigo. 3 días después que me dijo que era infiel conmigo, nos comprometimos. I know. I'm sure you guys are going to be like, Vanessa, how dumb are you? I was very dumb. I was 19. I didn't know any better. I'm good now, okay? But yo me asusté por el anillo porque yo pensaba que era el anillo de la muchacha con quien él me quebró el corazón. Con who was also de la mamá de los niños de él. So I freaked out. Yo quería otro anillo. No, yo no quiero esta. No la quería. Like that was why I didn't. And then the second time, I'm not gonna lie, I lost it in the ocean when I was in New Jersey.
Oh, damn it.
So like that's what happened. I was
engaged too?
I was swimming in the ocean in New Jersey a couple years later y se me cayó en el agua. It's because it was too big for me. So like, you know, maybe, maybe it was just a sign from God diciéndome, mujer, ¿para qué te vas a casar con este pelado?
True.
And like, they kept trying to like, no. And yo, como una mensa, no puse atención. So, yeah. And then ring number 3, well, we all know what happened to ring number 3.
Oh, wow.
So.
I had a ring experience. It's funny.
Mm-hmm.
My boyfriend gave me a promise ring, but he asked his ex for the opinion in color, whether, to get it gold or silver. But I have already told him that my favorite color was like gold to match my necklace. Mm-hmm. And his ex chose silver, so I got a silver ring. And I was like so mad when I found out that he asked for an opinion. And I was like, nope, I threw it away. I'm sorry, but I threw it away.
What's he doing asking the ex-girlfriend
right?
for?
That's what I'm like confused about.
Sense.
This is why there's no rings.
I mean, honestly, yeah, but like, wait, I'm just confused. Like, were they friends or like?
Apparently.
Oh,
and I told
you
him
didn't
block
even
her.
know they were
even
friends.
know.
Oh my god.
Oh hell no.
Wow.
And he kind of like spit it out, and I was like, wow.
I thought I had.
He
bad
was lucky. He
experiences,
was
guys.
like, in another place. I would have thrown it at him.
Oh my god. No lie,
I would have done
really.
the same thing.
Yeah, no, I would have thrown it. I would have thrown it
I
at
really
him.
would have.
Like
He's
at
like,
his
oh,
face.
why are you getting mad? It's not a big deal. I'm like,
It's not a big deal.
That's what they always say.
Why do they always say that? Why? Why is it always not a big deal?
Not a big deal.
Somos mujeres.
All men.
That are like they start calling us tóxicas. When
Oh
we get
my
like
toxica. I am a toxic.
You know what? I'm gonna put this down for a sec. Okay, the toxica thing. What the actual crap is it that it's totally cool to call somebody toxica or a guy toxico? Like, why are we doing this? What is up? Like, Grupo Firme is coming out with songs with toxico in it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't even understand this. When did it become okay to say that people were toxic and make it a fun little fad? When?
Not too long ago, they started even making stickers like, oh, mi novia es una tóxica, me pega. I'm like, whoa.
Wow. Like,
they started making up stickers.
That's crazy. It just turned
30s?
so popular. Like, everyone's just like,
how is that popular? It's what I don't even understand. We've gone, because, Faith will go with me, because as, whenever we're doing interviews and stuff for someone like, she sees me. Every time there's a DJ who is like, y dale pa las tóxicas, my eyes roll, I get red. I'm like, why?
I see her like there's like a little bit of sweat coming down.
That vein's about to pop.
Honestly, the vein, I believe the vein. I do believe the vein. I could totally see that happening. But like, and don't even, you get pissed off too.
I
you do.
I
Don't
really
even.
do.
It's the only other time I'll see you mad ever.
I'm like, oh.
I'm like, why?
Just like,
Why?
it's like, ugh.
The smallest things always blow up. You're like, really? Really?
I mean, whatever happened to that just old school, you respect each other, you love each other, you don't talk crap about your significant other to their face. Like, what happened to that? This actually reminds me of a couple weeks back. Here we did an exclusive interview with Banda Cuisillos, and it was so great. We had Rogelio Torres with us. It was for Reventón y Más. It was this whole exclusive. If you guys haven't seen it, go down the Facebook feed. I'm sure it's in there. And no lie, he was reminding us with a new song that they had come out with, talking about, how you should be respecting each other, how it's the right time, and that old school love.
Yeah.
So like on one end, we see the majority of this craziness with the whole tóxica BS, because that's what it is. It's BS. Anyone who has something to say about it, come over here and I will gladly tell you it's BS. To the original where, like, with my abuelos, where until my abuelito died, they loved each other. They were kissing each other, holding each other. Like, él cantaba serenatas to my abuela.
That's Amor de Antigua.
Yeah, Amor de Antigua.
I love that.
I miss Amor de Antigua, and if whatever man I end up with, si no es Amor de Antigua, te me vayas. Porque
Don't
yo no
even
lo
stop
quiero.
by.
Okay, sorry. Red over. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
It's true.
Nowadays, you get a wedding and you're kind of like, let's see, how long before the divorce? It's like an expected thing now, a divorce.
Sucks.
God, I feel so bad for people who feel that way. If I get married once, no, you're stuck with me.
That's what I told my mom. Like, I'm having 2 weddings, but I'm only marrying one guy.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I love it. No lie though, I feel like I would be the little gnat. Like I am that girl, the type of girl where if I'm with a guy, yo lo trato como a mi rey. Like,
That's true.
You know, yo me levanto con él, le hago de cocinar, le limpio la casa, and, you know, and then I'm still off doing my career too. Like that's the type of girl I am.
Over here, hello.
I mean,
Girl!
When, you know.
Somebody come get
You're Superman.
Guy, I feel like this is like a freaking video version of Tinder. Why are we doing this? Stop. You don't need to be doing this, all right? Them too, okay? Not just me. Well, not her. She has a boyfriend.
I have a Mandy, sorry.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Back to you, girl.
See? Damn it. And Yana has a boyfriend too, so I can't force her to come up here. Damn it.
It's all on you. Back to you.
Why is
Es otra
this?
señal.
¿Para qué te sigue pasando eso? God.
No, it's the universe.
I know. It's
telling
like,
you.
the universe is just like pointing it out, guys. All right. Well, let's actually move on from that. I would love to not keep talking about that. Once
I could go on
again,
for hours.
oh my God.
You really can.
Okay, so moving on from this subject. Once again, we would like to thank World Salsa Fest for sponsoring our show today. We really do appreciate you guys. They actually do have a giveaway going on right now. So go subscribe to worldsalsafest.com. You can get some of their beautiful t-shirts that you guys have seen already on our set. I love these shirts so much. Yeah, you can see them right here. I want one. I keep telling them, I'm like, what do I have to do to get one? And they just keep telling me I have to subscribe and hopefully I win the contest. Because I just want one. I want one so bad.
The link so I can share it
Yes,
on
I will
media.
pass you the link. It's going to be at worldsalsafest.com. Be sure to subscribe. And while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to saborlatinotv.com too, so you can check out some of our amazing content, like what we have coming up this Saturday. So we have an awesome group from Mexico known as Los Casi Guapos. They are going to be premiering their next video exclusively on Reventón y Más this Saturday. Go ahead and take a look at all our details.
Y el cielo gris siempre me pone el corazón sentimental.
Casi guapos.
Back. So before we let everyone go, we do have a couple more things that we want to talk about. We have some good news in the COVID vaccine race.
Woo! Bring it on.
Yes. So Pfizer actually came out with a COVID vaccine earlier this week. It's kind of funny though. New president. Now we're getting somewhere with COVID.
Honestly, I kind of expected that.
I mean, he hasn't even got the seat yet, and we're already seeing some good news. Now, I'm not going to give away my bias as to whether I'm Republican or Democrat because I try very hard not to do that, but I'm super excited about COVID. Like, I'm so excited about this vaccine, okay?
That's kind of everybody's life.
I mean, aren't we all? We all want to get out of here. We don't want to be.
I want to go back to the bailes.
Social.
Come on.
I'm so sick of this whole social distancing and having to wear masks all the time. You know the one good thing, though? I love that whenever I have to wear a mask all day, I only do half my face. Like, what's the point? I mean, does anyone really see a point to doing the entire face of makeup, gastándote la toda, Cuando la máscara te lo va a quitar.
That's
like, does
true.
anyone understand
Exactly.
that? But in talking about this vaccine, we're actually trying to figure out some ways to do some distribution. And how exactly are they going to distribute it? Because, I mean, this is a global pandemic. How fast are they going to get this out? We actually have a video from NBC for you guys to take a look at right now.
Hundreds of millions of doses of the COVID vaccine to Americans across the country. Pfizer's vaccine must be kept at 70 degrees below 0 Celsius. While it waits to submit the vaccine for emergency FDA approval next week, the company is already setting up a deep cold storage supply chain using suitcase-sized cooling boxes to ship critical supplies to doctors and hospitals nationwide, possibly by later this month.
Once they take it out of the ice, they can keep it 5 days in the normal freeze. So we have worked extensively to develop this distribution network.
As part of Operation Warp Speed, the military is working with drug makers like Pfizer to coordinate distribution.
So once you say execute, how fast does it get out there?
Within 24 hours.
Do you have doses of vaccine already stockpiled?
Yes, we do.
Did y'all hear that? They have them stockpiled. Okay.
That's exciting.
All we're waiting on is FDA approvals, which
Just that green light.
I know. Just give us the green light. Like, come on, say yes, please. Just say yes, so we can all go back to our normal lives. I mean, obviously, it's gonna be a new normal. We're never gonna go back to our normal lives. But just let me go back to the bailes, please.
Please bring them back.
Bring the bailes back, for the love of God.
Yes.
Okay, I need my therapy.
Do you think there's gonna be like people kind of against it, kind of like the Trump
totally.
supporters? It's like, oh no, like that came out under that administration. I'm not taking it.
I mean, just look at the anti-vaxxers. That's a perfect example. There's always going to be someone who's not going to be for it. Even though right now we're all thinking, yes, let's get the vaccine. At the same time, you know, we have concerned parents. What if I give it to my kid and there's side effects?
Especially with all these different diseases, you know, diabetes, you know, elderly people, children, how it may affect different bodies.
Yeah, I mean, you never know if somebody
it's
was
a
like,
new vaccine, so we don't know what's gonna happen.
we really don't. All we know right now is the one that Pfizer has is over 90% effective. That's all we really know right now. But it's a step in the right direction.
Exactly.
And if you were to continue to watch on this video, we don't have the rest of it for you, but if you were to look into it more, they were saying that by the end of the year, it could be 25 million that they could already distribute. Now, that's obviously not the number that we want, but it is getting us somewhere, which is what we all desperately need right now, especially because we are in the second surge of, you know, COVID's rising, you know, and it's scary. It's terrifying.
They're about to close us down, right? California?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was hearing. I was like, not again.
Yeah, we're all going to get shut down again, guys. Why? I really hope not. I really don't. But at the same time, though, you know, guys, just, you know, is it really that hard to wear a mask? Or like social distance? Or do you have to go out all the time and not social distance? Like, is it really that difficult?
My life was violence, literally.
Mine too.
And
no.
I gave that.
My life was nothing but news coverage, concerts, going to red carpet events, going to interviews. And then when I wasn't working, I lived in the freaking Latin clubs. Like, back when I was living up north in the Central Coast of California, there was a bar that I would go to whenever I wasn't working. Cumbia night was my favorite, obviously. And I was so sad when I didn't have that anymore, because that was like my therapy. Like,
yeah, exactly. Like when I would go to my rancho, I was like, I'm free here, you know? But even then in my rancho, like the excluded little ranchitos outside of the city, we have to wear our mask and we have to be protected. So it's like everything is kind of shut, the whole world, literally.
And if you guys need some tips on how to wear your mask, don't forget, we did actually do an episode when we first started where Faith actually gave us the 411 on what to do as far as wearing COVID masks. And you guys can always go back and take a look at that video too. But before we get things going, we actually are getting ready for the holidays. So even though, it is COVID-19, I'm sure we're still going to have some, you know, a lot smaller family get-togethers for Thanksgiving, which by far, after Dia de los Muertos is like my favorite holiday. But that's just because of the fact that like I love eating and I love football. So, like I mean, you get to tell me that I get to spend my whole day getting drunk, cooking, and watching, you know, all of my teams. I mean, yeah, like what could be better? So with that being said, though, we gotta watch out because we don't want to, you know, I don't want to gain 20 pounds on Thanksgiving. Even though it would be fun, but no, we shouldn't do that. We have to watch our health and take care of ourselves.
You know what I do though? I wear a faja. With the faja, I could eat half the portion and I'm satisfied.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that like an old Latina thing though?
I can try that.
Yes.
Like growing up, didn't we all get trained in wearing fajas like as kids?
My mother, oh my goodness. She has a better figure than me and she's had 4 kids. I'm like, praise you, mom. I got my dad's genes, so if I eat something, it goes straight.
Oh my God, no, my mother, I remember being like 12 years old. Ándale, mijita, ya vas a aprender cómo ponerte la fajita y vas a tener uno en cada color para cualquier vestido. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. No lie though, it's funny because like I wear fajas. I wear fajas, I wear corsets, I wear them, but I wear them because of my back. Because like I have like really bad like back issues and like the fajas actually help me. So that's why I wear them. But we're not going with fajas. We're going to try to be healthy this year, guys. Come on. Let's try to be a little healthier.
We're all giving them bad
advice. I know. I'm just like,
that's my mindset until they bring out the pan dulce. I'm just like,
oh, God. Gosh. We're making this so hard. We really are. But we actually brought in an expert as far as health and fitness. This is actually... he is a nationally renowned bodybuilding champion, Kolohe Primo, who I actually got to sit down with, and he gave us some details as far as what you could do to kind of take care of yourself, even if you do want to cheat for Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's and, you know, all the other holidays that are coming up. So go ahead and take a look at this interview.
We're in a situation right now where we are in a pandemic. However, people are still looking forward to the holidays. With Thanksgiving coming up and then Christmas coming up after that, people still, you know, they're not going to be as big as before. You know, it might just be with like your close-knit family. However, you know as well as I do, I know for me, this is like the worst time of the year for me as far as my health goes, especially when I'm with my family, because my family, se va pa'l perro, they're crazy. And what would you recommend for people, especially right now where just in the pandemic alone, we've seen so many people go through their own weight gain, and now it's going to be multiplied because of the holidays?
Yeah, so for me, I kind of like to plan enjoy the meals that I'm going to enjoy. So if I know I'm going to cheat, honestly, I recommend doing cardio every single day regardless. So right when you wake up, go for a run, go for a jog, keeping your heart rate within that 125 to 145 range. But as you get older, it drops down. But that's pretty much like the prime fat burning zone. If you don't have a heart rate monitor, obviously, just to kind of where you're breaking a sweat, you're not going too hard, but you're doing just enough where you're breaking a sweat. You're kind of winded, because then if your heart rate gets too high, then you'll start burning muscle, which you don't want. I mean, you'll lose weight, but not the good weight that you want. So keeping that nice steady pace, steady rate cardio, let's say like 30 minutes, even just in the mornings would help every single morning before you eat. And then from there, just keeping a balanced diet, honestly, watching what you eat. But if you're going to be cheating, what I always do is I'll keep my carbs low that day. So carbs is anything from like pasta, rice, oatmeal, potatoes, French fries. I mean, all of that stuff. I just strict meat and veggies, meat and veggies, no fruits, because fruits have carbs in it too. Although fruits are healthy for you, but if you're going to cheat, you want to limit yourself. It's about balance. And so depending on how bad you're going to cheat, that just depends on what you should eat and everything like that, and dictates. But carbs, I don't want people to think that they're bad. It's all about having the right carbs, good carbs. So for me, I do jasmine rice, sweet potato, oatmeal, cream of wheat, not processed carbs, I should say. So as long as they're not processed, and you don't want to have too much, but you don't want to have too little at the same time as well. But if you're going to have a fun, big old meal at nighttime, I would definitely lower your carbs throughout the day and time it around a workout. So if you know you're going to go to a dinner and eat a bunch, maybe go work out right before you go to dinner, because that's when your body's going to be starving for nutrients and everything. So it'll just soak that and eat it all right up.
For sure. Well, I know for a lot of people, like that's always kind of been like their biggest issues, is just keep maintaining that balance. But do you feel like maybe we're going to see even more struggles with that because of the situation that we're in right now? Because literally, I know looking at a lot of the statistics we saw, it was, I guess you could call it like the pandemic 20, where people were deliberately gaining because they were stuck at home and nothing else better to sit there, eat, and watch Netflix. So it's like now, you know, it's just going to be even worse. So for people who are in that position, or maybe what if we're looking about people who want to look at dropping weight, but it is coming around the holidays, what do you recommend for people in those situations?
Honestly, there's a lot of stuff you can do at home, honestly, like squats, push-ups, hitting the main things, you know. You can even grab a chair and do some dips. But there's a lot of leg stuff, you know, squats and lunges, and do some calf raises. And I don't care if you have to do that for 30 minutes in a row. It may get boring, but at least you're working out, you know, or doing it where if you're watching TV every commercial break, you know, you're going to be working out that whole entire commercial break. So you're not like, it's like you're working out, but you're not, but the time kind of flies by, you know. So, and sticking away from those sweets. So not going to the grocery store and being disciplined, and not what's the word I want to say? Basically making yourself just, it's right there and you're just going to want to grab it, you know. I mean, I have some self-discipline, so I have, you know, candies here and, you know, my other house, but it's, for me, it's discipline, you know. I think I look at the candy and I think about my goal. I look at the candy, I think about my goal. And if the goal is bigger than, you know, that, then it shows you where your mindset is at and what's more important to you. So you got to have some self-control, some self-discipline. But, you know, working out, I would say, in between commercials is a good thing. And then just taking a jog around your block, you can get a lot done doing it.
Demasiado. Mi gente bonita, ¿cómo están? Los saluda su amigo Alex Rivera. Hola, ¿qué tal? Nosotros somos La Arrolladora. De banda El Cerrito. Aquí andamos, dos parras. Somos amigos de banda La Fantástica. Compa Canelo, Ángel y Bella. De Tijuana y Máximo Grado.
Para Jimmy Rodríguez, el salsero mexicano, le quiero mandar un saludote a Sabor Latino TV. Hasta allá, muchachos, un abrazo.
Alright guys, well this was an amazing show. Diana, we're so happy you got to be with us and you didn't have COVID. Yay! No lie, whenever you had to go into quarantine after you went to Mexico, I'm just like, please, por favor, amor de Dios, que no nos enferma.
Yes, thank God I'm healthy in here.
Yes, very happy, and now you get to be with us every single week, so don't leave again. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Everyone needs a vacation. But before we go, Lupita, again, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Yes, I know. So when are we going to see more with you and Bronco? Like, what's going on next?
Hopefully, coming up, you know, beginning of next year, they give us that green light so we can start hosting events and you can go join us over there.
Yes, hopefully this time I don't get poked by a fan on my leg.
I have a security guard behind you.
Thank you. Oh my God, that would be amazing. That never happens. Everyone just thinks I'm the short person with the camera.
No, it's always the first.
Yay, I love that. You know what? I'm going to make Faith and Diana go with me too. We're all going to go.
Yes,
we're all going to go. And we're going to have
down.
security, so we'll be fine. All right, but before we go, we are actually going to leave you guys with a special performance of her latest track, My Reality. Here is Kai. Woo!
We got the full moon on the horizon. Boy, don't you know you are my poison?
mash up your tactics like Tetris. But I want you in a vulnerable season. Bruce Wayne, daddy, more like the Joker. Crystal eyes, heart of a loner. Irreplaceable synchronicity. Sadly, he is purely all that I need. Don't need those flashing lights. Let's escape to Madrid, quick flight. But the Louis in the back. Tinted windows, and she has it like that, like that. Incubus of my fantasy. Either all my eyes are closed and big, and I don't know if this means anything. You are the kryptonite to the queen. You are a dark entity. And you are a Black Panther with diamond teeth. Diamond teeth, diamond teeth. Pick your finger for me, sweetie. These thorns on these roses have stories. Tell Lady Godiva your worries. I try to fix them if you let me. Wine with the double mask, he likes to show up. Show me what your love is all about. Just wanna see if you can make this vow. I promise you now.